Yekani mudi nkoma kakra ewiano ansa na yebeba no. Na yedi nkoma adifa EU for recommendations ahodo a wo mo aya yedema isi se wonfanya adwuma. Na emwa na nka yabato ne ho hyehyɛ etumi nkoso. Na isi nso ba bonte be ka kire EU ese wo mabato a wo mo babato abato a yebabeto 2024 no. Wo mo isi for no hiamoa ehia sika ehia hwe ewo bia ho. They finances themselves. Na kodoyo aya CDD for no edin sembi aba asama wo mo aka nyina no se nipa miensa wo mampani akufuado appointe wo mo no sankrofo miensa no and deserve to be EC chairpersons. Mama yemisa say, Mr. President, with all due respect, na do dan kwa akufuado and the council of state members ya motrase efa adwene ehu say Hajia Salima Tijani Dr. Peter Piahene and Mami radio presenter Reverend Akuya Boatman. Let's ask them say Anyanyambia enti sankrofo no a wo mo kwatena ase a wo mo make disappointment no sabe mprabiasa na bibia ye all right there. The council of state members who helped the president to appoint these people no na bibia ye all right e was ro wo kwaka obetiba bia na ne buafu oh ahene ba wo mo ye mpanimfo yes Mua ho nyina wo bia deserve obia ye pani but no kura ni nyame anim ni for your selfish and parochial interest in tino motete ye democracy apansam no you don't ancestor ni pa humo asempanimfo a ya tuaba amamo council state members. Someone two man penny for no mafutu anya papa, and it's a total disgrace to this nation. Say asem pennyfo and pennyfo ebe to me atrase at the sabone kese way at the ati o mangana kwadeo ababe kasa wasam ne say with immediate effect woman penny na do na kwakufu ado ne pam yensa wa appoint wo no we lay wo off. Appointment no a shaggy appointment no a time appointment no sabe a appointment be any obuwa ketua kuranim what you say na pania wode sansam we to Reverend Fred Agbe and our gym rechirechiremu yentie no niame fasem no makomako.
That voluntary and constitutionally grounded revocation of these unfortunate and democratically problematic EC appointments by the President is extremely unlikely. However, nothing stops the affected appointees, namely Dr. Peter Piahene and Hajia Salima Ahmed Tijani, from voluntarily and honorably resigning from membership of the EC. This will be in the supreme interest of our country's continued democratic progress, election peace and credibility, and indeed the overall national interest. While both Dr. Piahene and Madam Salima Ahmed Tijani meet the generic benchmark qualification stipulated under Article 44(1), we believe strongly that, having regard to the independent and non-partisan nature of our Electoral Commission and its mandate, the spirit of the Constitution demands far more in the way of one's suitability to be a member of the EC. We accordingly call on Dr. Peter Piahene and Hajia Salima Ahmed Tijani to do the honorable thing and resign.
Very good. And come on in. Na yentie. Me wa krat krataa bi ɛwɔ me nsɛm ha na mekan kakra ama obia atibi. Wamampani na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo saa krataa we eba July 2018, that's 2nd July, and Awake News published here. Now other website published the same story. Was the President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has said he will appoint an unpolitical person as a replacement for dismissed chair of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Charlotte Osei, as well as his 2 deputies, Amadou Shule and Georgina Opoku Amankwa. Speaking publicly on the dismissal of the 3 commissioners of the Election Management Body for the first time on Saturday, 30th June 2018, at a town hall meeting with Ghanaians in Mauritania no Kokayu. Ahead of the conduct of the 31st AU Summit, the president said, as far as the replacement of the 3 concerned, we are not looking for persons who are coming to do a job for the NDC or for the MPP. We are looking for persons who are coming to do the job for Ghana. That is what we are looking for. That's Electoral Commission. Mr. President, what can I say? What can Krofua? What mama ya juma ma party A and asa party B? But ne Akufo-Addo, what appointment ya wa meki? I put it to you, say, what promo be aba? I'm out here breaking 8. It's a disgrace to your personality. Nana, let me advise you on something. Words are spirits. Words are powerful. When you pabia what ya sasiswa, ma wonsam animonyam emre nimu. Asa se otwedi ampo nyame kra no. According to Bible no, wadi nanuma sam and a bossro any asase. Yet words are powerful. Words are spirit. Yet when you pabia what ya sasi so, nane kasa animum benyamno when ni obuo e when ni penim. Yet when Mampani Akufo-Addo wa kasa ya ubeka no, waka anywhere you be, when you respect when it comes to kasa. Because sa we any pabia wa credibility hu yawa. Anko Mampani Akufo-Addo and kasadia we ye anka wonya da. I am telling you. Amampani fo bebrabako. Obi afra konyer so kwatere kire no obuo ne ani de edema no. Ito Mampani bi sa ho sase wotena wontia konyer so bia mu a obuo ne ani de bai and I expect to say e be ma. Former Chief Justice Yamami Sofia Kufu wonua wakasa. Wakasa. Asama Yamami aka edi afo CDD dia no so no. Eni was say, so when you be an womb make appointment, I was so check your dear friend conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. Mede Desmond Eba because Obatumi ya jumano. Manyon kofa with Desmond no. Ebi anu wa yeminia direct. Yes. When him diana nyansani a hotoswano Obatumi ya jumano but why yemini no. Nana, mamima another typical example. What the seven prediasa? Amafua eba eden krata begu anim no. Eyo omo dodo no nya da den kan mu. Because sebia omo de beba no na wu dware wie mame kire wade bi. Wo kai sa asemia esi ye ebas. Okay. The main reason why your people for the year case na say. You ra John Dramani Mahama nua bi na o associate with the trade. Ano kura no wabra industry no the Airbus company who say abrantia no ewa nyonkufa bi with the former vice president of the republic. Na abrantia no every Ghana no the contract na yedema womo was terminated and handed over to a Spanish company because of conflict of interest. International marketing and international trade krano ya the nyansa de toho say adia ye friend conflict of interest ehu Hey, ade appointment and another dan kwaku for wa make no. Me kan na de ato wanim say, ye to aba ne mpo na NDC weni a. Emratia na do ma ba begu no. Omunye safe. I am telling you. Si ye to aba mpo na omo weni a, wo bia wo ga na ha bia nim say, wo botaye a wo de omo begu ho no say, na pa ba nim awia. Jemensa eba ye subanya woda na die no enya fe. But obia nim say na Jemensa ye adwuma wo aye. Obia nim say na Jemensa no wanya akufo do wo busuani. Obia nim say amanfo akeka say Jemensa say ni kuno sasai affiliated with, but eno mpode ye secondary matter. Etina na mi bi sase so anyanyambia na nadu na kwa akufo do bebia wanya drama nyosema waye entu nya MPP ni a wo wonim dia ne nyansa ya wonyi na nim wo politics mu actively wonya biara so bia wo call radio so etwabo wura John Dramani Mahama wa wonu aba say dia wo ya ne conflict of interest wa wonu aba wa say dia wo ye no a conflict of interest. And quote to be a yadin another ubedin anymore. Ubedifu. Mammy can't tell Nenati as yes say. Why wouldn't you bear Donald Trump? And now what Nakoto? Ya do over 37 charges na diabono. Nana Donald Trump with the court. Et ya Tom Rabia a yesu jawanum to Sadia as a Ghana Yawadiano. Nagana Yawadia. Adia wa yawi ehu. Obia can crunch now. Because some one was saying, I say, or two for winty. Yama Miss Sophia Kufu, former Chief Justice. I say, any appointment I'll be a piano. Check it, idea your friend, conflict of interest. Yamame.
Conflict of interest is something which always can be dealt with, whether it is written in black and white or not. If somebody feels that somebody has a conflict of interest, and conflict of interest does not necessarily have to be actual, it can be potential. And so it's up to the public to see what they want to do about it. If it's okay with them, why not? That's all I can say. So even Codeo could even take the matter to court if they want to. Yes. All I know is that the only thing I can do is maybe analogy on the bench. If there's somebody you've worked with before, or you're about to maybe serve on a very important committee with, you'll be interacting very actively. If they have a matter before you, it's up to you to decide whether you will recuse yourself or not. For me, I would recuse myself, not because it's likely to influence me, but also in the justice or doing the right thing in public service. A lot of it also depends on public perception. Yes, and I think something to do with national elections and so on, public perception is very important. That's one of the appointments that people have been talking about, plus so many other powers of appointment into certain positions where the relationship, and for it to be a healthy relationship, if there could be another methodology or process or procedure for the appointment, it will be more desirable. Yes, like even the appointment of judges. In most countries these days, it is not a direct nomination and appointment at the very top level. It's not by the head of state.
Very good. The first word of the kaka a conflict of interest. Obewie no en was say assembly po aba court. Na se efane ho anase bia ninu bi enye se bi obedi amanipa no na mom sade abaya wotena bi no yankwa ka say mami affiliated with this person intino obe excuse himself from the case. Mr. President, with all due respect, Nana, there is something about you. And I say, you don't respect anybody. There is something about President Akufo-Addo. Join me on Facebook, Power 979 FM. Join me on Niamon Komo. Join me, Woba se video, mami. There is something about President Akufo-Addo. And I say, Yaman Penin and Adu Danko Akufo-Addo, any obuo, any dear at the Magana forward do amosono. Let me tell Maminya analysis Ketwebina Hadibi. The reason why Yabamu who say, Omampania Akufo-Addo emu Ghana for no, and I say, Oba Yababedi Mampenino, Enuama Bebre, Esi Womemua, or Yamampam Sisi na so ewo, say Emfano. Ya ana eye ni pekum anani pewu. Okaya. Den Troboase BBC ye. Ayawasu West Ugon BBC ye. Techiman South BBC ye. Ablekuma West BBC ye. Emma Sansama si ye nyina recently a shaman BBC ye. Omampani Akufo-Addo emiye na no anka hwe yamfa ho. Na anytime ye wa ha ani yase France dan biabu Notre Dame sedan na sa dan ebu ye no na ye France fo enkukuo dada wa munu ma dada time na France ye France no ehɔ ne yedi no ma na kwakogu ntempa no ano onokwa no akwa twete eno no dan na de prefer say ya mampani no aye ne ti krom ha no wani obuo ne ani die de mankrofo no a wodi wo so no nana. Is it a payback time? Sagana for a Mawakwenya Mohamedi Mampeni 2008. Or Mawakwenya Mohamedi Mampeni 2012. It is a 2016 year. It was so chia Ghana foka. Momu who say, or Modeanka was some of the mountain. Mr. President, let me tell you something. Emre Yaninka so sasem way, Meno Kasabia me catchno. Say Emre Yaninka so. Emre. Yeni kasonana aroho animguasia asefem ejase ye mampani a ye no temamu bibisi na wo manfo kasa wuntie Owura Rollins 1993 kumi prako demonstration ebaso one another Akufo-Addo was the leading member who leading kumprako demonstration. It was all about that. Moya demonstration ni wiye no. Owura Rollins every draw tax no edi kwatire. Ema mo koya amendment and son mo sadia babiem. Na Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the only person. Yes, wo ye boni a ye ka wasam no ye no. Na nsanya ye German ambassador ebeka se naban ne so. Want so the ministers do so pe. And was in your wait. The next one is coming. Wham! And one of co-appointed minister of state in charge of local government. Anything about Omampani Akufo-Addo nene say, we should kurana me yen more. Na dia yami yen say, a sofo kukudam yana kasagana ha. And panimfo abosomfo motia kwamfo hodu ana kasa ha. Ahimfo ana kasa ha. Ani panimfo titrini anintre. Ya no mukasa krom hano ene obi aka na no atum wo koka na wonya sabe wo hene bia wonim nyansa temantwea na waka tell say enimguase emfato kaniba efatatani wo enimguase emfatate elkaniba efatankrani enimguase emfata okaniba na efata aibani Sabin predia satrans etrasi ebun kwasia be we justify bonia wo be die say asem fato kaniba efata bar sarfo ye mampani na Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene ye dikuno mabone wo de nam kwa bone so wo Ghana ha na eyame de se asofo ni bi ahyase ekasa Dr. Lawrence Tate akasa wasi tumi power yede mama mpani no asododo watumi de yade bia ope and will qualify for a constitutional review wama mpani akufuado I dare you say wo kukudro na why waje so pesa we Ghana here constitutional review no a Professor Mills ye no owura John Dramani Mahama so ye no ma na waso ye fa ho nyina ena ne tire ya fabra fasa constitutional review no fabatum ni you so sa constitution ni ahade usuro banana sadia tie bia no mra wa Ghana ha o ena no wanya tumi no a wo ye de ope no ebia wotena na kwada ketua bia gu wani mase Dr. Lawrence Tate akasa doc yanko.
The excessive powers of the president is a main point of contention in the 1992 Constitution. The president has extensive executive authority, including the right to dissolve parliament, appoint and remove public officials, and make important decisions without consulting the branches of the government. And that's limiting checks and balances. I think as O-level students, when we read government, we read about the arms of government, and we read about the checks and balances, read about the separation of powers. And of course, with this kind of powers invested into a president, it limits the checks and balances. This power concentration threatens democracy and effective government. The Constitution needs to be updated to reduce the president's authority while enhancing the function of the parliament and other institutions.
Very good. There is a certain man here who know aye for programmer omoye ye no. Owura Sam Okujeto me hu say oh. I know say Openi Sam Okujeto a council of state member. Aye for and organize this program wa. Mami Jemensa e no free a wodi be di EC chair. Yewra Sam Okujeto I know say we a council of state member. Yewra with all due respect asema mi bi sound say anyanyam bi asemo committee na aya futuo ben na modema Oluman 78 years man afutuo ben na modema no na modema no a otie ana wontie saving kura no say when you council of state member as a statesman baby a wanyina duro no anyanyam bi papai afutuo ben na modema na nado danko akufado. Nanado is a reincarnation of Idi Amin. Nanado, aye the reincarnation of Idi Amin. But anya Ghana have mom na nkawa soba, and also go different town and a different country. Because a normal yaman penin another than Kwakufuado, why ya dear Tiano, and you're so huge and what dang, and who? Because obia ni wiase a sebe mprediasa na dwene mu da ho kroje na obaseda amia nani se wabaye ne manfo ade amana yeya bisi pen enkran ha ne your friend do da kan. There was a certain woman ya your friend do da kan ya ne ba ne kunu efrimu na wasa ne ba ketwa and with the idea. Na sa woman no ne banana ke waso di ade no na akwada ni swa nti yade ma me ne tra konwa so ene yade ne ba ne si ne sra so se dati bi akwada ni nyina no wa ba be fa ade na di so. And this character ya na nadu wada na di no sa character ne pepepe ena ma me no eda na di. There was another man ya ne your friend Togbi Agokoli ewo note during that time na ewe ebano yomu copy mu note ya bentogo no. This Togbi Agokori was also having the same character. Emsa a decade ewo mu anasa ni padi bi apie ewo mu anasa ni padi bi apie. And Togbi Agokori the character wadana di no a clear picture of Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. There is this character maybe a near friend Nanan Sadei dan for be at the active movie. Ya near friend Nanan Sadei. And the character we exhibit, you know, is the real character Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is showing today. There was a man in the Bible called Nebuchadnezzar. The character this man exhibited is what Nana is telling us today. And what to me say, once in a decade, never copy, once in a decade, never copy, once in a decade, never copy, and this time, no, no, see, because one ring the man phone, we be Kobabi. Na kawo hawnia mania bebrebe wa mampania waso baba yi Ghana free taxation and their co-production wa baye bebedru ya taxes wa dikuya kra wa mampania wa baye bedru ya no waso ba one district one factory ama Ghana for nya adwuma ye wa nya kukudra kacha Ghana for say was spending over $1 billion at the established factories wa bra ba kukura ye hu ba bi esi. And this man enya kukudro all the time. Wokasani watu, wokasani yabu, wokasani yatu, wokasosi ko prison. Ni yatopeka example. Wadi biya me, wadi biya di me. Itimi ni biya meka. Mampani Akufo-Addo peso collapse Ghana. Na amama kai, a philosopher biya samo kai. Was say, some person would di ni paso. Na woman tiasi ma wuni wamuswa. Si woman yina ma munyanso na di nso no so. So Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo per se, wadi yaso, yansu yan person obedi yaso, because and son wadi di yaso no, and son him what dele dodo, yan fani ni paso. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo says, yan plemene ni yasoa. With this attitude no, and ye, waba walk majestically, no ko Blaster Square, no said ya this what times 2, said ya kwa pay yasu 2024. Ghana for and now no pay ya ewe TV3. Akitesia bi ono sia friend ama. So free here, mimpodi minim no mentin dinda yesia friend ama. Dr. Pia hina wo bia nim ni sa wo ye MPP ni. Wonu ankasa gitum sa wo ye MPP for Tescom patron. Aketesia yenya kukudro akwakotra a national television e kantro a MPP for kra moka no kura mu bewu ana amanyo ko na da hono efriso ekosi fom opanio akwadao obi a obesia no MPP mu no o kantro MPP ni be ka no kura tere no a na camera nsin so eno kura no obe kantro minianom asefem ehu na akatesia na samo kaye no matena se adwen ho enam se is she sick ana wonim ne yoka mama yentie de yoka.
The national organizer of the NPP, who I believe have access to all members of the NPP, have stated that he's not a member or a card-bearing member of the NPP. But that doesn't mean that he's not a sympathizer. So I think we have to make the definitions clear. He is not a member of the NPP. But as to whether he's a sympathizer of the NPP, that one, it's quite obvious from all the videos you have played that he has his sympathies for the NPP. But there's nothing wrong with having sympathies for the NPP.
You're saying that the video we're seeing, that shows more sympathy and he's not a member? Yes,
you have to be a card. I am a card-bearing member of the NPP. I have my party cards. I've had it since 2006. So if somebody I'm appointed to any position and you think I don't qualify because I am a member, that you can't deny because my records are there. And my records have been there for over 20 years. So I am a card-bearing member of the NPP.
And he's not?
But he's not, according to our national organizer. And I don't have any reason to think that my national organizer would lie about it. But he does, obviously, he does have sympathies for the NPP. And there's nothing wrong with having sympathies for the NPP.
TV3 ebeya papa edi amamu say, seven imprediasa. Bibi te say akitesia yi. Moma ne mamu TV subiem no megu ne ho mase me show no ma bi atere mo sesi this lady no krabo on kan no kore eno nipa bi a won kan no kore no obre wo wiase men no men but subanya woda na die no ehu. Let me prove something to you here. Juma de yeso a yesho ade bi kire mo wabra MPP akonya beto ye ewo I think bono no ya na wo mo apply for minister no akatasi say abrantie no wanya MPP ni but the dru so no wo mo pray for regional minister no abrantie Peter Pia hene doctor wa prebi me pa ma chose sa image no mubanya way back akambetum di atoso ma me obi adwane mo Facebook Power 979 FM na ba hwe bi na bisa na testify say dia wo mo kan aya no kre ananya no kre because during that time no eda no mo apente ne no aye de sa no ma nyina de bae ya na wagina mu a wo prese wo ba ya regional minister obi onya MPP ni wo pe regional minister eti nkrofo no mo gina ye nyina no stand MPP members no ka ho ya no person ya regional minister we ya no free mu a wo bia wonya MPP member wonu na wo ye test confirm patron e woni school mu garafo mama ye misase wo bia wonya MPP ni wo ye den ekokoye patron edema test com mini aba we big time na dia wo ye anya me wonwa because mo yenimo say wo dada no ne nana ene nasefo ne mo wo no a won kan okre no wo dada no the all serpent nasefo ene mo enyam na mekan yo owura matin na dasmo me na mekan ye enyam atie me du no ka se na nado eye mother serpent of corruption enya wo no a na wo nasefo ne wo mo a mo ya me ye wo dada no wo dada no tete wo no a won kan okre no wo no a wo no na ya mother serpent of corruption no corruption nyina mu kenko no wo no a wo no ni wiase oba yon kan okre da na entro ne nkontompo ene ye de atwa na furuma no sa wo no na sefo ni eti sa ga we ya de ya wo ba ye no aye fulfillment of prophecy ama no aye fulfillment of prophecy and woman abamu no na say ma another way Dr. Apia Hene one was something fi ho no wo bia wanya MPP member of a regional minister di wabro wo bia wanya MPP member me pato logo no a edaso no we yes person fo wo mo ya yes wo mo qualify you amudu wo krata koma mampani so mo nya minister no a won bedie no eni so bro regional minister and omodi atuwe who is the next me pamuchao ayan this logo na daso ana no be a one year MPP ni yetumi referencing me sramo without due respect ayan na nipa bi nim saja maybe ya yedimi ba sabe mprediasa anya ya ne yedimi yo sabia obi adwene se yedimi a yan no yanyimi ye kusibuafu ewa answer because mimi wiase am won mimi nyimi ye ana sabia obi nadwene se waka wawi a ni wawi a yewura kusibuafu we ye MPP ni anim krofo am wasa problem no me pamataw kusibuafu mama yentie kusibuafu distraction button and wo mo pressing wa be di akire wu bia wa wu kwase awuo wa wu nkwase awuo Jimmy Abdul, I'm telling everybody today, if I have not seen stupid people leading political parties in MPP, I have seen enough.
Stupid?
Yes, they don't have the brains. They don't have strategy. They are hopeless, visionless. They don't know when they are to clean the deal. They are over the bar. They are over the bar. I am penny for a woman. Sabi. I don't know who is a leader. Why any penny? Why any penny? What can you say? Enti munkrofo edimachi ebra mo bre na wobi amoa mo party ba akasa ansem we dia fam ho no. Why should I even waste my time ewom ho na mom de etia me waste my time ewom ho no say saman clear no a montro no mu twa no won hwe yi a ebeye no kore won hwe yi a ebeye no kore because mutumi twantra na mo mu gyina hɔ a mutirima yɛ mo sɛ jamentro na mutwa no Ghana fo agye atom okay man no kra wonye MPP ni Chasa Kowia aye NDC communications team member ɛwɔ Bono region Chasa Kowia ɛkɔ radio so na wɔkɔ yɛ kokoduru yɛ no nipa wɔ free MPP mu ya wɔ ne ni bɛhyia yɛ no na ɛyɛ man bi mi hu man no minim no eti moma yɛnkɔ hwɛ nipa koro ne yɛmisa sɛ MPP ni bɛn ni yɛnkɔ
political activist. We've been with him in Sunyane. He has been on radio programs with my reps on radio stations and other places. So it will be very difficult for us to accept him as an EC official, which he has demonstrated that he's biased towards the NPP, who has been a patron for more than 4 years, a communicator with the regional communication team. We have his videos. I don't think
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many Accra.
Sure.
The Electoral Commission, which Mbana started to Okroma, starting from 1992 from Afarijam Brebe to Hanmon.
Yeah.
Say Jabe to Kroma, a free Electoral Commission.
Okay.
We've managed ourselves up to this stage. And I share Africa Hanmunina, the whole of Africa, countries are a dijaba Kroma among Fuwe Pan is electoral issues. Okay. It's electoral issues.
Okay.
Check it. It's either the Electoral Commission and Fakwa and Paso and declare the rightful owner.
Yeah.
And Ayameka said sovereignty rests with the people. As a result, the people rejected the Electoral Commission's verdict. Hanumuno Enyanko point is by his grace that young court to that extent to degenerate into chaos in this country is because of the goodness of the people. Tembi Ayameka said when the good of the people turn ugly, there's no amount of nuclear weapons or atomic energy or intercontinental ballistic weapons that can stop the people.
Okay.
They would move ahead and no one can stop them. What the American? We share Sri Lanka.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people whom sovereignty was with chased away the president and not the army could stop them.
Yeah.
So it is not far from reaching S2, especially with the bedroom elections in Yabro. And before you appoint someone to the electoral chair, background checks as and I said national security will do the background checks, including the BN background check. No man will say Nipana de Bano. It should be someone that all the political parties say so mujinitum. So we MPP mpone say name na say you are a faint fellow but background no nye chese o kasama umpa na say we partisan MPP. People can decide to accommodate you and give you the benefit of the doubt. And yes na eye de an obi a we Tescom your friend say patron obi a he was slated as a candidate for the regional minister's position.
Yeah.
So when you added no man family dian ko kasa menya regional minister. Added na wo ye tian for dian ka ho. The fact that the people said that you would be an MPP regional minister means they know you free tete. And yes I any move free tete. Yes any be near dictator. And if the president, mindful of his constitutional duty, mindful of the peaceful nature with which he handed over man no, mindful of economic issues equal amount for no, and yes or the electoral appointment the bema a very obi aya wuna free or sunu ni yemu
na ye can say ya one qualifier na adwuma no ontumi nya na
o ma ya mukasa no you see aya radio so me use some words amaka say me twinsa
you sumi enko
yo me use pa look those who are telling that he's not qualified who's talking about qualification. Who is talking about qualification? Sanyamano is nincompoops who say that.
Wow.
It's stupid people talk about qualification. What are I talking about qualification? The qualification for electoral commissioner means what? Obia, were you qualified to become a member of parliament? Is that not so?
Yeah.
Do you know that someone who has not attended school can become a member of parliament?
Okay.
When so Obia unko school, when he's also qualified to become a member of parliament. Okay. So what it means is that the electoral commissioner today can be appointed and an illiterate who hasn't gone to school. Can be appointed as that. We are not talking about qualification. And in electoral issues, not about qualification. When you professors are Jimu Okroma. Who professors if he emeritus or it's not about qualification, and we didn't talk about qualification. We are talking about the partisan nature. Looking at we share electoral commission now. It's a sensitive place. Among for they are comparing the judiciary. Where is this judiciary comparison coming from?
That didn't compare so many.
I don't know compare. People should understand that if there's a confusion in this country, there's nothing like the judiciary. And the confusion will not come from the judiciary, it will come from the elections. So peace in the Krumha. What did the American? Judiciary bed and the judiciary has a process of appeal. The judiciary has a process of appeal. Electoral Commission can announce stupid results and they'll say we should go to the judiciary.
Yeah.
Can we appeal through the Electoral Commission?
No.
So what is the comparison here? Doesn't make sense, my brother. Doesn't make sense. Even the Supreme Court, that is the highest, or more to be review on one decision. And yes, sir, that's the Electoral Commission review edition. No. They will tell us to go to the judiciary. They'll tell us to go to the judiciary.
But Omampenia can pen say one person be appointed will be associated with NDC and NPP. And then so no MPP ni bin so ba be say we no kura no one ya can't be member of MPP kura we just sympathizer keke.
Sure. Must it come from the president to tell us that one person will be appointed to be a 1 year NDC and now MPP ni? Must that statement I say free now no poba. And you know catch say he's a lawyer. He knows this. Must that even is a stupid statement if indeed came from the president? Oh, must the president even tell us that? Must the president tell us that he doesn't want to? He does not want to. It's not he doesn't want to. Constitution.
I want a point.
The Constitution is clear on the Constitution is clear on the independence of the Electoral Commission and therefore the neutrality of the Electoral Commission as an institution. It does not lie in the mouth of the president to tell us that he will not do it. Are you getting the point?
Constitution no. No can't say fast. Qualification no,
the Constitution said that the Electoral Commission chair, if you are going to be appointed there, you are also qualified to be a member of Parliament. So the same qualification for a member of Parliament is clear. So Constitution wouldn't have to become a member of Parliament. The same thing for the Electoral Commission.
Okay. Now, you will be.
Now for our
say
Baba Council of State. In fact, that's why I started with the national your friend is saying national security.
Okay.
Say about appointing a team here into serious public office. The national security must dig my pass. Yes, and know who I am before I'm appointed there.
And international security is one of
I'm so catch the president no amfa nya adwuma. Because president why no ho say ono die baby oduru no ntie obi asem. Because 80 years, 79-year-old man, they are no be losing. A jump to Chrome happen you kuna. After all, so when Yamu born on 79 years and 80 years, dear Nanka Opesa we are went to mania. Dear no person would dear going to Mendy. Dear no person won't mount to man, person cigarette in Pana, Murebia Untimino. So it is not his matter. He's looking at his. A young one as a Timbia president Kasa or say he wants to hand over to an MPP president. MPP on what grounds no Gina Hokasano? When you know that the mandate to rule is given to you by the people, so it is the people who determine who become their next leader, and not by the president. And the president keep insisting. That is why we are saying that now putting that man as the referee in a game that requires neutrality, that a potential game now a bit might explode in this country, you shouldn't put him there. So that when the grounds are fair, look, the rigging of an election and started with just one issue. There are a lot of issues, and people I almost say stuffing of ballot box, even policy issues at the Electoral Commission. If you don't put your eye there, you can lose. The policy issues are that look, they can say that. Normal somebody you see your friend is a national ID card as a mother document for the registration.
Ghana card.
No. Yeah. Now, if your eyes are not, then you are participating in this election, and you know in himself, and you'll be a 18 years now a Ghana card.
Okay.
Bimpa. As we talk today, if not be able to get their Ghana card. Shemia me told some catch said 2 years ago na me Ghana card.
Yeah.
Look at my status. Look at who I am. But it took me seriously before I get my ID card. No be a free son more free a crasi wo krom hanyina when yan kan one no kasa na asema channel. So the policy issues at the Electoral Commission can lead you to lose an election. It's not the stuffing of the ballot paper, the processes. So if some policy issue and can find near to my wouldn't the country no mujina somebody Ghana card no. We don't know. They know why they want to use the Ghana card. If elections day, say NDC stronghold animal. That's almost almost banaka and battery in Yejuma. Normally, ballot vote na about 10 o'clock at the end of Beka. By that time, I'm from Mujina line, they would have left to go and do their job, thinking that they'll come. So, policy issues at the Electoral Commission, when is this? Dominated by partisan appointments. This is what it brings. Sounds no Lucy election. We say it is not genuine. If it's not genuine, we are going to pour on the streets. When pour on the street, then what happens?
Kodeyo, omunye late.
Kodeyo, omunye omaka masem. The president should have known better that I cannot buy my status. Obia was saying, "Oh, the 40 years." And son, the choir now offers to obey president is 40 years plus. No, he should know. No one should be guiding Akufo-Addo. If my kabibi, me say Akufo-Addo we home. Why shedda? Or pursue be good institutions in this country. You know why? Someone who has been 40 years or they presidency, you've gone through all the presidents. Even Nkrumah Hona, you should have been the best president that we have. Because if you looked at the one shortcomings, you have one who the Bonia Papa into bar. If you have been in the game for 40 years, you should be able to give us good governance, not bad governance. Yeah, Kasa and when they say on Teshi. Look, this Dr. Pierre Hene is a partisan MPP fellow. He is only being compensated for speaking for the MPP. Compensation at the Amano. Wow. One be the regional minister after 2 years down Bekono. And I'm saying, look, he's a poor lecturer who was lecturing at the university. And yes, who is now is an outstanding self-made man. Yeah. Now, no, if his conscience is right, he shouldn't deny his party. Why is he denying his party? Why is Pierre Hene denying his party? The party that made your electoral commission, you are denying and say that you are not a card bearer. You should come out. So a bear mon brabonte or done the part like I say, I was this, I did this. Why is he running from the party that is giving him a job? Why is he hiding? Where are his principles? Should it take Kodio to tell him that, to advise him that? No. The Kodio is speaking to his conscience. They are talking to his conscience. Baby, another one and ya dear Becasana no be but no one casano. One shed I dream. No one say baby or it's a sensitive place and it doesn't need him. If it's a true MPP, and then people opposite a new patriotic party. Yeah. Where is the patriotism? Where is the patriotism? Are they telling us lies? Where is the patriotism? So it is an issue that the NDC, civil society, all peace-loving Ghanaians must set up. We must all ensure that we shout and shout till friends and Dr. Apia Hene, including that lady is removed. Because in any case, there were a lot of brilliant people. Lady Bakono. No, we are tracing, you see. We are politicians. We know our backgrounds. Okay. And we know our backgrounds that the lady has MPP Ahoma Chichiri in the West.
Why local preacher was
assassinated. Then we want to put the young put us in and make the young lady. Tijani. So all these people, they are compensating them because the president now who say, and I want to say, Oma Banoma Bomb Huamade. The Omba young combetima break 8 now more can is through stealing, it's through rigging the elections, it's through doing violence. And when you know, who so many are intimate because you ain't now. President John Dramani Mamaka, we are not going to the Supreme Court. The court is not going to determine elections. Elections are going to be won at the polling station. And the same results, that 10 should be carried from the polling station to wherever it's going. And do say you're winning 10 or Hanum, you will do another 100. If it is 10, it must be 10.
And you be EU for the advice,
yes.
The collation of the results,
yes,
and your transparency.
Yes, the EU wrote and made their recommendation. Someone, you see, they sponsor some our elections and so on. Even beyond the election, go ahead to sponsor good governance and so on. Almost say they are disappointed in Akufo-Addo and in the Bano because my recommendations say they should ensure that they implement the recommendations up to the recommendation. What do you call it? Implementation, and we are going to the next elections. and you want the same people to come and be election observers, use their money to sponsor us. Yes, sponsor we are not the yes who will be elections. Near ye kululu no akodi elections. No, the serious economic hardships are better here. Meanwhile, me no kase no get fund. They couldn't pass get fund formula no in Parliament. With him, sir, because they couldn't pass the get fund formula because there's no money in the get fund. The get fund has collapsed. There's no money, so they couldn't pass. Intino, we say a pass here. Sikase never call scholarships. Sikase never call. So the bad economic policies, the bad governance are already amayano. And I say no. These elections, there's no way. Some MP bet half of what they got in 2020. Elections. No one was we must make sure that the right thing is done. We are not going to sit down and allow Dr. Pierre Hene. And you see, Minia, Council of State may do me out. I don't do my then. One minute then say, you are advising the president and him for. And you know this guy. Even if you don't know now, we are talking about the fact that we've shown your friend is saying videos, pictures. Our crown said no see different and look at the way he was making mockery of John Dramani Mahama. And John Dramani Mahama, President John Dramani Mahama, is a stakeholder in these elections. Is that not true? He's going to contest, everybody knows that. He's going to contest against Nipan and Nanado so the neighbor. Dr. Boamah Now that's such a fellow who is mocking John Dramani Mahama has been made a referee in the game that is to come. That we implement policies. How is it going to go? Obi what Tina TV so Trump John Dramani, and he knows that John is there. What it means is that the electoral commission is going to be controlled from the Flagstaff House. They are not going to have their independence. They are going to be controlled. Say, Munko implement. Say, Munko yes. Say, Anna, when say our electoral commission say that they do not even take. Your friend is saying suggestions from the IPAC. IPAC and the G Mensa. The only thing they go there to do is that G Mensa Baba Kacha and say, this is our decision. We are not asking you to give our input, but we are calling you to tell that go and do ABCD. Already we are struggling with your friend is saying Bossman Asari as an MPP TESCOM fellow. We are struggling with G Mensa as an MPP lady heading the commission. Everybody know that he's a partisan MPP lady there. And Siribo Kweku. So already you have 3 MPP people there. Then you are bringing another 3. What sort of institution are building? Okay, maybe institution are building. We will not accept it. And every civil society and those who want peace, the Christian Council, the Chief Imam's office, all of them should come into it. It's clear. But this one, we are not going to sit down. This is the only referee. And we are not going to. You are not going to sit down. Do time there unfold. We are not going to unfold anything now for anyone to look at our plans. We are keeping our plan B. We are keeping up measures to ensure that we unfold them. No partisan fellow at the electoral commission is going to give instructions for the wrong thing to be done. The people of this country are yearning almost a change. Yes, so another say and some young son in share. My son, one will say, is it dear wo? Dear dear Kufoding. He's not ruling to satisfy the electorate. He's ruling to satisfy his own friends and family and adding more of them. Is he not qualified? I'm talking about who is not qualified. Are you not qualified? Me, Tim, I'm qualified to be. I'm qualified to be the electoral commissioner. At the elections, I'm going to farming quite electoral commissioner, and we'll see whether the MPP will sit down. On the farming, we have a lot of our young men. They should pick them. We have a lot of former people, former this, that, former that. We have even our very brilliant young men who are into this. They should pick one of them and go and make a electoral call. No, it's just so what we are talking about is between peace and war. The electoral commission is between peace and what? And war. If they want war, they should pack the people there with partisan people. We will not give them the chance to run the electoral commission down, to announce wrong results, to proclaim a victory for Boamah and any other fellow that win their primary. Okay. We will not allow that. We are not going to. We are tired of them. I called court recently.
Yeah.
Just about 2 years down the line, you are coming to this. Already, you have 3 MPP people or more electoral commission. Who's the means of account? I don't know the electoral commission. We will not take this today. We won't take it tomorrow.
I mean, first that from Nabis pub. Na adia ba kwa a woman say Nabis nyame aya dumwa Friday, which is Ochana. Hey, Nabis pub and guest house and Ochana. A babosu gidi. Now do you know something? When him say when you drew a media kutukua Nabis ewo na Nabis sanka no wudu kotoku dance ya guest house so ewo na Nabis say nyame eya adoma wo kyena eya jams papa bi ya swimming pool etato enye moga bi nkwa na ko Nabis me so me ko hobi because Nabis the ye nyina ye Nabis and nyame eya adoma wo kyena Nabis ebe hyase ya ye be perform gidi eti watena no obi biara emra Nabis Easter Friday otena Nabis ana eboso ewo kutuku wa mabia wa ha hokwa wa mabia wa yo hokwa wa wote kutuku ene mpotemu wote akra ha baby bia wo bia no kan hunu se bia eboso eye Nabis wo ba fa bibra wa nya bia manso ha ho na ba obesia bi wo ho esanse Nabis dia enyadru jams time say ya na why pichu enya Friday nko ene yebebo so Saturday your friend performance night Saturday no your performance night and a Sunday your cultural display into Friday your jams Saturday performance night and a Sunday cultural display. Now Monday no near friend all white jams, all white jams. Now another dia woba oba bemo benefita. Na munyina mo famra na ye fanta maratora ye begiani ama anije no aye kama pa. Na this pub was say was say at the free 9 p.m. anadwo bia wo besa saa to se obebre ana bibia open wo wiase ye ma anije babia no na beach pub ho bi ho guest house ho some person obeda ho no a annex kwan ho no so no very nice guest house ehye ho a mawura ho da ho chocolate na iti bomaden na bra medie kutuku na bra baji wani special appearance Kwaku Samson special appearance no Kwaku Samson Nabis pub ebehu no ewo Kuntunse satellite DVLA road ewo Nabis pub no obehu no Kuntunse satellite DVLA road ena obehu no mesrew sebia wo ba ebia wani je ho pese obabie wase Nabis ya mebei mayira mehu kwan ya memfaso ne nasefo ebeye den metumi ehunu kwan afaso ene nasefo nyina no opese oba na wo gira kwan na opese ofre ebisa ana obuku edan to ho advance from Friday Saturday Sunday Monday no na makofia na sebi after Monday no ena makofia na opese ubuku edan ede to ho ni nyina no betumi afre na Nabis ewo number we so 0509 453146 0509 453146 ena 0542 718923 0542 718923 Nabis pub bra na yanchire Easter ne ho ena eboso yewra atabaze yente amre be honorable na yenhwe school feeding program ehun abasem wa Santa region Emmanuel wo mu edidwa no akose wo mu sika no yentua mom 1 amudi nuoma miensa ena de koye baako ene se sika no ayede mom so momfa N7 kwada no esusa etuomo sra aban ne se ebe ya nkomfa kakra enka ho 2 ene se ombe ya adwuma be wie ebi obi wo ha wa ya adwuma wie 30,000 40,000 ye wo se etua ne ka no wo be ko no ya gi sika na no nyonko ateso sika no onsanka ne nyina ena de etoso miensa ene se wo mu sika no ate nti aban no entua momo na emasem omkoduru minister hono womo e shouto kakra minister pie ba ya wadidu o matem from afede enra obabayi ho anu a wo say he don't condone illegality it will not the oba no office oyedida obepamo school feeding and hansam
you see me hon video no say the minister no it is not proper. It is not an illegality to demonstrate. Okay. Demonstration is part of your rights.
Also, a man could permit to police.
They don't need to take permit. In fact, it was something like a spontaneous action, and they were not in destroying anything. They just marched you. The woman march call honmu, and some march no more call no. Woman call some call contact. In any case, you are who represent the president. No. So if there's a complaint, you receive it and transmit it to the president. And you know. Krata obeje na complain obeje na wuntiminje. And the wuntiminje there, what is your use being the president representative in the region or even in the district? Says he's my friend and I've known him in parliament but then this one there, I think that the minister did not do well at all.
Simon Osemensa. He was in parliament.
He was in parliament with me. We're in parliament altogether. When we say until they said, oh yeah, no, I think that is improper. Secondly, to win him, these are people are more in the belly of the elephant.
Yeah.
Omo kumase, hona elephant no, elephant ni yemu no hona omo. Omo no mu ye juma mamu di elections. Na say omo aba ho say mo mboa omo. You should pay them for what they've done for your grandchildren and your children. Now, said this is the behavior you put across. Should you also? It's a nunguase because many are menoti when because you have say
3 cities.
3 cities. That's a now did 90%, not even 1 city.
More than 90%.
90%. No man cannot crow.
90%.
Na I said, do you I did more mono? MP before no come if you want cram and do you no? Yes, it's true. Yeah. These are facts. You see, Nkorano, you say they always say the healthy mind is in the healthy body. Say, but you school fee, and they chum complete. Now, yes, we are deceiving the people. Look at the whole world; they are looking at it. Ghana, your country, as
poor food.
What was finance minister must release the money and pay 90%. Kusua baako say 3 cities.
3 cities.
Ndi mo purchase Ghana ha yentimi nto kusua baako emma ya nkwara no. It's an embarrassment menua. Hwe sika president free plane. Hwe sika president timi de ma hopes na address on former sewa bro ni. Hwe sa sika wenyina hwirgu no. Look at the Auditor General report. Over 52 billion akoshe private packet. O ma wie sika nyina. Hwe COVID scare buy over 20 something billion. For Sasikano, let's say Timotokosua Bako 3 cities. In any case, you'll be creating job for the poultry workers. Yeah. You'll be creating job for the cold store people. You'll be creating the chain of workers. Small. What was that? In any case, okay, as a national identification authority by parliament, somebody justify for the number of people almost some they come to print. A minister of finance when they by parliament. Because it's in it's an election, it's in their interest. The Minister of Finance follow to Parliament and assure Parliament almost sika almost print cars and you know correct. Yeah. Namun sika 3 cities ambe mudimeto kusia ama nkorano mudiboma. So what is wrong with us as a country? This country has collected almost 1 trillion. 1 trillion cities. 1 trillion. Figure out me bono. And billion. 1 trillion. Wow. Sikana mo so what they took near mom dia ye okrom hana dia no dia infrastructure we check records now. Only 52 billion has been used for infrastructure mpona and you completed. Look at the conditions of service of teachers. Look what at your teachers. Look at their conditions of service. Your taxes you know taxes, all these taxes are going to affect. Me no can we no. My Canada, I'm sorry, repeating for emphasis sake. Get Fund, the formula for Get Fund was not able to pass before Parliament left. I didn't know when to pass it because Get Fund is the coffers are empty. Wow. Get Fund, the formula has not been able to pass. It has not been able to pass not because you pass a formula because the formula is to distribute the money. This is the first time in the history of this country that we have taken 1 trillion cedis. We cannot put money in the get fund. School feeding, buffer stock. What would do in almost senior secondary school? I have my child there. Almost school how many days? 21 days. They came back. Almost they'll be going back Tuesday night. So I have to look for money for my child to go to school. Or buy every week I send 100 Ghana and uncle pay a friend say classes. How many people can do that? It means in a month you'll be giving the child 500 Ghana for only lorry fare. Yeah. When you did because when they are going to send food, only the lorry fare. And I find a he's even in Tamale. And call one grandman can cost no point by chance. Yeah. So parents are suffering. Our kids are suffering. The hardship is too much. Secondary school and they say omo holidays. Omo ba winim, omo holidays no. When time them omo SS Korano. They will come back in June.
Wabra JSS for mama. JSS primary more 11 days.
Yes, they are coming back in June. Most sarane car free HS, and this is what we bought for ourselves. June. April to June. Into free HS now, almost you see the nonsense they tell us in this country that can you free HS people go. It's a lie. It's not true. Time the tier fees now, ask them. Secondary school fees is not expensive more than the university fees. Are we not paying?
Yeah.
How mind as a child in secondary school? Is that the future we are looking for? In any case, are we training quantity or quality students? Anytime I be some that question, do you want quantity or you want quality? Because the university lecturers have told us that you know the chairman of WAIC, the chairman for the WAIC Council. So about because they are not putting much resources into the free HSS. There's a problem. WAIC chairman of council. What is STEM? What do we see on the note? STEM now can we say the Minister for Education has built a STEM school in Bosontwe. We didn't pay Akofa Madam Jokoto. He's a retired headmistress. He's a retired headmistress of Wege. So one Sambra number headmistress. I was the STEM school in Bosontwe.
So only qualified personnel.
I am concerned. I say, or person or tennis school into a status like that of Wegehe. Hey, it's a process. You know that.
Now Wegehe one in a year,
sir. So the woman has been called for retirement. He's being paid to go ahead the STEM school in Bosontwe. You know the issue surrounding school fees, school feeding.
Okay.
Very good. And this is where the president must sit up. Look at the expenditure. Expenditure on car tires, batteries. Expenditure on car tires and batteries in this country.
Expenditure on a
expenditure on my year was a bro ni hunu kra a bit more to kushamo bia.
But I say, listen. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Why you late don't do?
Na mo fanche meja. Info do so aye ni nyina.
Okay.
Yes,
I see you from Kodeo.
Munuya number ko na oma hold me so much.
Okay.
Mo fanche me.
Mate. Yanko Kodeo. Kodeo on some mo dia today.
Mame enka ensisu dua se Kodeo fo asem na omo ka no. Ekufuado untie de Kodeo fo ka no. Hwe
you akabi o na Kodeo so aka.
Say before say about 2020 no. Na emra kra wo say eni kwan say sebi ye voters register in an election year.
Yeah.
Otie. Wanti democracy ase.
Nanado.
Say me te send this for Kodeo for ne
you mu nyina keka
civil society organizations ahodo e wo wiase. Try to make it look as if they are dealing with someone who is democratic. And I'm very pained.
No, you're democratic, no, you're
He's an autocrat.
Nana.
Yes. He's a tyrant. When you believe in democracy, talk less, so be practice it. Only democracy ni. When you be the obetimidiama na tiasem mosaic law. And then a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Samrano, Odyssia no what two. That's no a temu Bible. But bomb soon never say temua. Me too, siate. On for Yansa Nyari. No demra, Yansa, and the Yemra. No be on for Yansa Nyari. Obedo demra yedua. No, was I dear constitution, act of parliament, BBA anywhere, say, Adiana Oyeno, and maybe any quite say,
Oyensa.
BBA was the framers of our constitution, in their wisdom, no, my dream almost say, send your matro say, Ansana, Obekwa to Abano, and was set way of sound mind, Sound super pepe na ye to Obama wa e was year of sound mind.
Yeah.
You are to Obama president. He is not of sound mind.
Nana.
Who dreams a for na dream yeduma?
Minim se na dream yeduma de.
Who to obi na dream yeduma say no behave. Obi na dream. So will you be shocked if in 2024 pulling your friend is saying officials are ECB use for returning officers?
Okay.
Or confer MPP for some of your returning officers. Will you be worried?
No.
Because nipa na adwene ne adwuma. Yakopon edi in the parable of the talent. Osi oma ba ko nan.
Yeah.
Na ba ko ma ni mienu. Ana ba ko so ma ne kro sei. Your man and I no buy no abon ho amanaye enwotwe.
Yeah.
Your man mienu no abon ho amanaye 9. The man ba ko no o se Nyankopon o ba na se ba ko immediate akoye adwuma na se bi fa so amaso ameni do be ye. Etimakoto to form their share with the back.
Come on, odua.
O Nyankopon ka se kire no. O se okwasea.
Obeje de wo no kra.
O sa dome no. No mo ma mienu man 9 no. O se wedi kakre hu no kra. Mo etimi hye so ma. Anu mi si asu wu. Enyo ma jeje yen ko nsohwem. Na enya saa kodoyo ne EU ne hwan no kasa ombeka na Akufo-Addo. Obodam ni won tikasa. O tikai. Kai kasa.
Nabi.
Wo jina na hu se bodam ni ba ntena kai wo so beti praka.
O de Americano dwane.
Saa kasa na bodam ni te. Yen tenase ne bodam ni nsin konwa en Kenya nsasem. Nipa na adwene ni adwuma.
Abia
because many umi ti he ya ye dia no baba ye dwene oman ne kanko
mo
ye dwene se ne be ya bibi nko techew emma oye ne bia na briche bi mo because sabi me na wote dem ye won kwala ye won ma sabi ye kura ye mema kura mpo ne dansan
ombeche ye nim he ya
o ti ase enu nti ye mpese briche be den ebebo na obi a wono no briche bo na nani age we nipa 2007 omampani kufo tu yenfo anu tina mini MPP before me show man na bidi o matema na because who kofa nipa we besi so a na odwi so man be den na yeye o say ye make sure say yen kofa obi o ye full of tension obi o ye full of tension no on fa nyansa ani nimde enye adwuma Bible ne se wade nyina ho kwan
so nyina nyina na fatayen
enti adan na sabi opani a wudi animu no wo fa nyansa nya adwuma na okohwe omo mutu nefo omo hia futu okura che ono amu
omo mutu fu no
Council of State members omo hia futu che o mampani na amu ufutu fo ehia futu a wabra bonie
due
okoka omse yetunu fo wonfa na wutu obi fo no wonfa boda minimesi na asem a wote aye kai eti club abedwema be ka chese Akufo do waso den ye ka tie na wo ya mo a ye ma o ka no waje tefa kakra be die wadwuma kakra wo akokora hwe ye friend say na dwabe hene wona me di obi aho ya bato no de sa nipa miensa wei na dwabe hene iti mensa ene sa akokora same okujeto no Ghana wei ne yese mpanifo ti wei sebi wo pe nyansa pa wo wiase wei mu ne yese wo pani ni kone ho koso nyansa wei
se yese adwene nyansa wo mu
adwene Akufo do nya ni 3 days na hwe adwene ya wo ni tiri ho na ka nyansa waye nyansa dia waye baako onim se yebeka ne dwene ho asenti na da bia wayi ni tiri kwabo mampani a oyi ni tiri kwabo first time in the history of Ghana. Entino sometimes odwene yo man ho a it's so painful. Entimidie me di be futuo. First of all, NDC for say ye need that so ane omo. Omo pew mpeu Ghana any that's one. Akufo pulling your friends and returning officers no or the MPP for the Bekwakoye. Monsha Musapo Munsio. Abano mu making sure say you better touch every home in this country. Abano. Asani akoto abano. Ya to abano na returning officer no one really over 1 million. Na say Akufo do cry na returning officer ontimi anwiem. Yeah. Samoya no kokwasa ana matese Greater Accra for no munya nkwase atokwa no na me tan mo eya me tan wo your ba wo ye hwan yo na wo Greater Accra ha be submissive asimo be the chairman and don't allow anybody to fester. Your friend is me papa Ade
yeah
oko election me panicho e ma me kura me kosua nkran ma huka me mpabu fayo said na me kan when me catch and say Ade say yes nkokura se bi o moto san na komrantie di entokwa ye kokunya nkokura ntokwa
yeah
Akufo do ya kokura timi ne nko obi akọ se militia for Ghana ha no mo eni e ba besie ni ubere na ne eti maya ni o mu nsi street mu
I restore
na mu nyansan kwasesam no na te ena wei ade tie wei ana wo ye chairman hwan wo ye chairman wo so Greater Accra chairman no ade ye chairman no obi abu no me emre bi metre studio hankofo kwasiafo bi say ade ye den no na say he is your chairman eti ade we lose election ya papa ne ya bebe fia betie futuo enu me koso Greater Accra me tie me buafu papa me bay enu ye one of the things I am see me be ka ho asem munya say internal struggles ne me pewe na me yoba na me say na me sam maga jasam munya ye party munya sa me bom di wo studio me pe kwasasam
very good
uka se me mabra bo say efie no ka se wo ye nti wo fie na di se hunu mu de mo ntena honom na ye ni bre e be bre wo fie
e ya fan sabo table no so we
ye ni be bre wo fie
machine no
yempe adam sam somonya musika na mu di a ye de kom de yen it say here to me mo amati wo ne anase yes wo mu chairman wo mu secretary wo mu organizer wo Greater Accra ha ana any region across the world here one Ghana ha because we have branches elsewhere UK for matemonsem mo anyan san kwase antokwa no anwene kwan a yebefo so agi tumi na mo tena honom na bia kwatena ba bi no afi ne se duasa nwotwe keka kwase asam wo bu my tantan se ka so be break 8 na hwe
na bi
uti se bama uti
why se bama former ye dia bonsum
se bama wo mo de mo enemy bufu afu no Asimo is the chairman Adekoka must respect that everyone under the audience of my voice. Adekoka is your chairman. He was your chairman. Today he's no more. So say Asimo na your chairman. Greater Accra must respect it. Me na support na kwesi e Ashanti region. Me your campaign tiano. In fact, anya campaign in tempting a lose you. Na many wuye. As one meaning say, me kwa Santa Regina or your chairman. But I respect that. He is the chairman. Yeah. You can't say he's not the chairman because he's been voted for. Are you superior to the powers of the term? It will be submissive. We are mamia, Tnaufie, Netufo. We are papa, Tnaufie, Netufo. Okay. Last but not the least, don't expect Ekufodo to appoint any Nyansani Ewonabemu. Oh. Yes. No appoint to him. Violence begets violence, stupidity begets stupidity, nonsense begets nonsense. Nipe mu na adwena yesini. Oses simose mensa. Enti pasa sante mai pa wo ho se yesi per regional chairman.
Wei yarefui.
Wait, waste your time on why then. Minu ma ne me ma me no me office for mo koye self school feeding adwuma yi. Omo atoji omo a. Atoji omo a. Because Simo Semensa we nya nipa a. Ose fata say ye man sa adwa no. Enti ene wo brofo mo so a. Me de na meka. Okay, meka ni say. Omo so nya abotre. Okay. Pe na team ka aduane ho asem. Ene kosua time omo ko sign contract na kosua na enru 1 cedi. Yeah. Ene kosua 3 cedis. Ada ne yantumu mo 90 pesos. Na waba na oso ne oba bedi hu koma ahwe ne ositi ne hu ne so. Na wei dua bi hu bemma o chifa ne yonkos. Odupo tutu ama kwabofra besi na nan. Na we obetuma wei kwasiade wei okofo aba wei wedi ate. Enya mfui na nya ba bi gina. Wait me regional minister. Wei. Medase listo. Fashasia. That's right. And the Adimasio. Betina Mama Mogabi Mase. Listo one anakusipoku.